So hi, everybody. This is Rebecca Olkowski with babyboomster.com. And today I'm interviewing Cheryl Nelson, who is an award-winning TV host, meteorologist, CBM, and certified lifestyle, travel, and natural disaster preparedness expert. That's quite a mouthful there. She's a spirited entrepreneur with 2 decades on-camera experience. She's been seen on Fox News, The Real, KTLA TV, the Weather Channel, and more. And she's passionate about preparedness. And she also contributes to publications like the HuffPost, Travel and Leisure, and Martha Stewart. So this is a real treat. And today we're going to be talking about winter travel tips. And she's a real expert in that. So tell me a little bit about what brought you to becoming an expert in all these things.
Hi, thanks so much for having me. It's something that I'm passionate about. And when I was just 9 years old, I knew that I wanted to be a broadcast meteorologist. I loved weather, I loved snow, everything about winter. And then I started to find out my other passion, which was travel. And so since then, I've traveled to all 50 US states, about 35 countries, and I decided to prepare and put weather and travel together. And now I cover preparing for weather, natural disasters, travel, and basically anything that life throws your way.
That's great. Yeah, I love to travel too. I haven't been to quite as many places as you have, but I'm working on it.
There you go. Yes, always have goals.
That's right. So, as we all know, travel is a physical sport. So, what types of clothing do you recommend for winter travel that would keep your luggage as light as possible?
Yeah,
Because
that's
I
a
know
great
that's hard,
question.
especially because my audience is mostly women over 50. So, it's a little hard to lug really heavy stuff
Oh,
around.
yeah, tell me about it. And this is something that I've learned over the years because I know when you travel, sometimes you have that 50-pound weight limit for your suitcase. And I've been
Mm-hmm.
over that before. And I don't like that because then you have to start taking stuff out and putting it in your carry-on and trying to get the bag under. And it's just a big hassle. So basically, when you're traveling for winter, what you want to do is get a lot of different layers, lightweight layers. So not things like the boxy sweaters or the big sweatshirts. Thermal clothing is great because it's really lightweight. Long johns are good, but I love the thermal clothing in particular because it has odor reducing qualities, which
Mm-hmm.
is amazing, which means you can wear that over and over again and nobody will necessarily know, which is also really good. Also, your heavy boots and your heavy coat, try to bring those with you on the plane if you're traveling by air, and that way you don't have to put that heavy stuff in your suitcase. That's a great way to do it. Fleece is another one that's really lightweight. Those packable down jackets, the ones that you can
Mm-hmm.
scrunch up and roll up and make really small, those are good to do. And merino wool is going to be another one that'll keep you warm, but it's also lightweight. So that's what I would recommend. Just try to reuse as many things as you can with the mixing and matching in the different layers.
Right. I learned that when I went to Spain. That was like my first trip to Europe. And for some reason, I've always traveled in the winter.
Oh no.
And I brought all these big, heavy sweaters and all this stuff. And it was like I was just lugging stuff on trying to get on trains and everything. And then I learned, silk is great because,
Yes, that's
yeah.
another one. Absolutely. Yes. Silk. Oh my gosh, so small, but it does its job.
Yeah, it really does. It keeps you warm in the winter
Mhm.
and cool in the summer. So then I also had that, one of those down jackets that, it's great because you can squish it up and just kind of roll it up into a ball.
Oh, I love that. I always do that. It's kind of fun and satisfying to do that as well.
Yeah.
Kind of like the bubble, the bubble packing stuff that you like to pop.
The only problem is you have to be sure it doesn't make you look like the Pillsbury Doughboy, you know,
Yes.
especially
Yes,
if
that
you're
is true.
having pictures taken and you're not skinny.
Yeah, because it's like
So what do you recommend? Well, besides like those things, what do you recommend leaving at home when you're traveling? When you're traveling during the winter?
Yes. So as we mentioned, definitely the bulky sweaters, the big sweatshirts with the hoods. I know they're going to be cute and keep you warm, but they take up too much room. So leave those
Hmm.
at home. And another thing I've learned over the years is shoes. I always love to bring so many shoes, but they take up most of your suitcase. So
Oh, they
wear
do.
yeah, wear the nice boots with you on the plane. Maybe take one, maybe two extra pairs in your suitcase, depending on how big they are. But that's the thing you're going to have to sacrifice, I would say. Another thing is the purses. Just bring one purse that you're going to use
Hmm.
throughout the trip. You don't need to switch them out. Get one neutral bag that you can wear with anything. And if you are going to be skiing, maybe you're a good skier. If you can, try not to bring your skis with you. Try to rent stuff there. That way you're not bringing as much luggage with you. Some places even let you rent snow pants. That's another way to save space.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I know. My sister, my not my sister, my daughter's boyfriend. Like he'll go places and he brings golf clubs with him. And
Yeah.
he's just got like this gigantic thing with him, and it's like he's making a movie or something. I mean,
Oh,
it's crazy.
I know. Yeah, lugging that around is not fun. And then if it gets lost, ooh, that's a lot of money right there.
Yeah, and I think with shoes too, it's like if you bring, I mean, obviously you want to carry walking shoes with you because you're going to walk everywhere, especially if you're in Europe. But,
Mm-hmm.
if you ruin your shoes, you can always buy some there. And then.
Yep, absolutely. I've done that before too, as I've bought shoes where I was on location. Because yeah, you're right. Sneakers, those are usually easy to kind of stuff in a suitcase. Always going to want those
Mhm.
with you.
Right. And then I heard when you're packing your suitcase, stick your socks and everything inside of the shoes to save.
You know the secrets. Yes, that's exactly what I do. I'll even get some of those lightweight t-shirts and I'll stuff them in the boots as well. Anything I can do to save space.
Right, right. So, what's your favorite way to pack when you're traveling as far as the way that you organize your travel items?
I love packing cubes. If you've never used these before, these are amazing. Just little cubes of different sizes and they have zippers and you can just separate everything. So put your t-shirts in one cube, maybe your pants in another, your undergarments in another cube. And that way they're all organized. They're in separate places. You know where they are. You're not digging through your suitcase like a cat in a litter box, trying to find items that you need. Another way to pack is rolling clothes.
Hmm.
This will help you save space. And also, if you roll your clothes before you put them in the packing cubes, you can see everything that's in there. So you can find stuff nice and easy. You're not going through piles of folded clothes trying to find what you need. Now, if you need to save space, the compression cubes are a great idea. They will take the air out because sometimes the sweaters, if you're bringing a sweater, they have a
Hmm.
lot of air and bulk to them. So this will kind of just suppress everything and put that down to help you save space. So those are my favorite tips when it comes to packing.
Yeah, one thing I'd heard also is, with the when you have to rinse things out, I mean, like underwear or whatever, sometimes you want to get the kind of underwear that's going to dry out fast because you don't want stuff that's, sitting there and it's wet while you're moving to a new location.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Um, I mean, I like cotton underwear myself, but if you get something that's kind of made out of a synthetic, then it's gonna dry out really fast.
Yeah, that's a good point
So,
too. It's so hard because I know cotton they say is best for the undergarments, so it just kind of
mhm.
depends. You got to weigh the different factors there for sure.
Yeah, I know, and all those
But
little things, and then washing stuff. What do you do about washing out things and when you're
yes, yes.
traveling?
Washing is super important. And a lot of people don't do this when they get new clothes. It's always
Hmm.
best to wash them before you wear them, just especially if you have sensitive skin. So, what I like to do is I wash with Arm& and Hammer Sensitive Skin Free and Clear. This is an
Hmm.
awesome, gentle detergent that I love to use. And you can bring little bottles of that with you as well, and even do it in the sink when you travel.
Hmm.
So, that's another way to keep things clean and reuse stuff. Because if you're going on a long trip, you probably don't want to bring, say, 3 weeks of clothes. Bring things that you can easily wash, maybe in the sink and then hang dry in the shower.
Yeah, and I think that if you're going from country to country, a lot of times people they feel like they have to have an outfit for every day that they're there, and stuff like that. But it's like nobody's going to see it if you're in Paris and then you move to Barcelona or something like that. I mean, it's like you get sort of like that capsule wardrobe idea of,
Yes. As long as you don't post the same pictures on Instagram and the same outfits, which is why you
right.
mix and match,
That's a
change
good
up the
point.
earrings, change up the scarf, maybe put on a cardigan,
Hmm.
make it
Yeah,
look
but
like a
it's
whole new
basically
outfit.
all the same black pants or whatever
Yeah.
you've got there. That's funny. So I live in Los Angeles. I don't know where are you located?
I'm in Norfolk, Virginia.
Oh, okay. So you're on the East Coast where it's cold.
Yeah.
So when people come to, like, say they come from a really cold weather climate to, say, Los Angeles or Arizona, something like that, do you have recommendations for what they should bring with them in the winter?
Yeah. And I would say first, as a meteorologist, check the weather forecast because people always think, oh, Southern California, sunny, warm. Not always the case because it's the rainy season, as you know. And so bring the rain jacket and bring the umbrella because you will likely be needing that maybe for at least a day of your trip. So you don't think about it, but have that in there with you. And then again, layers are always great because you might be leaving from a very cold climate. So you have your coat, your sweater, things like that you're wearing. But then when you get off the plane in LA, for example, you probably don't need all that. So just you can take things off and stuff them in your bag. And that way you'll be good to go once you land. Another thing people don't think about if you are going to a warmer climate, don't forget the sunscreen because yes, you can get sunburnt any time of the year. Sunglasses good to have, maybe even a swimsuit and your flip-flops because you don't want to be running around barefoot.
Right. Yeah. We have had the weirdest weather. Sometimes during, like, say, December and January, it can be super dry and it's like the fire season and all that. And lately it's been really cold. And, we just had the Rose Parade and I live near Pasadena and it's been raining and we were so afraid that we were going to have sun. And the sun came out just for the parade and then it started raining again, like probably in the middle of the football game.
It did.
But
It
you
did. I
just
actually watched that. I'm a Penn State alum, so I was
Oh,
rooting for
okay.
Penn State in the Rose Bowl, and Penn State won. So yay!
Yeah, I can't say I'm a great football fan, but
Oh, I love college football.
yeah, but I love the parade. And it was just so nice to get, beautiful sky, but, in back of it and everything. And then all of a sudden it just
Yeah.
downpoured afterwards.
Oh, it's amazing. I'm envious that you live there.
Well, and then Westerners traveling back east, it's pretty much like traveling to anywhere that's cold, I guess. But
Yeah, something that people don't think about that's easy to throw in a bag if you're traveling to a cold location. Hand warmers are great to have, especially if you're going skiing. I love putting the hand warmers in my gloves and also in my boots. Leg warmers are another thing that would be nice to have with you. Long johns, something else that you could bring. Just stuff that maybe you don't wear ordinarily, but if you're traveling to a cold climate, those are some extras to throw in. A scarf is another good one as well.
right. And what do you recommend to look chic when you're going to a colder climate? Since all I know is like a warmer climate, like,
Yeah.
so that you don't look like a big teddy bear or something like that.
A scarf can really dress up any outfit. So you can use one of those thick scarves or just one of the silk scarves, anything that you want to do depending on the temperature. But the scarf will always make you look chic. You can get them in different colors, different patterns. Always fun to have. Another thing that I think are fun are boot cuffs. So just get those and put them at the
Ooh.
top of your socks. Yeah, near your boots. It kind of makes it look like almost you have different shoes on, and it's just super cute. And you can get those in different colors as well. Black, white, and neutral colors are always going to make you look chic. Faux fur or faux leather gloves. I'm a vegan, so I love anything that's faux, but those will
Right.
make you look nice and chic as well. And then boots. You can't ever go wrong with boots. They will dress up any outfit.
Yeah, I can tell you from the other side of the world here is if you wear real fur in Los Angeles, you will have eggs thrown at you or something. I mean, it's not a good thing.
No, I know. I love all the faux stuff. And even just like a nice pair of trendy or big earrings will help dress up an outfit as well.
I love that. That's really great.
Yeah.
So these are all really great tips. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So tell us a little bit about your website and what you are offering people and, what that's all about.
Yeah, so I founded my company, Prepare with Share, short for Cheryl LLC, back in 2019. And I help people prepare for anything that life throws their way. As a meteorologist, I focus on weather, natural disasters, and then also travel and home and family preparedness. So if you go to preparewithshare.com, you can find all kinds of tips to prepare you for lots of different life events. And I love sharing these tips with people. I go on national TV shows and networks, and I share tips and help people prepare there. I also do interviews like this and have articles in different publications. It's just a lot of fun. I also host TV videos and TV shows about it. I'll do some weather consulting, all over the map with my different passions. It's a lot of fun.
Sounds like you've got a lot of different passions.
Yes. I gotta keep
really
keep it interesting, right? Little here, little there, my hand in a lot of different pots.
Yeah. And the weather's just been so crazy lately, too. I mean, just, with the hurricanes and the floods and all the stuff going on right now, it's just crazy. I mean, you've got to be prepared for it.
Definitely, with climate change, extreme weather events are on the rise. So we're seeing events and more floods and more precipitation in the atmosphere and some stronger storms. And gosh, and then we'll get those outbreaks of cold air too, and the snow and ice. So we're seeing a lot of everything right now.
Yeah, or extreme heat too,
Extreme
as well.
heat, wildfires out west. We're seeing all of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Well, this is great. I'm going to definitely put your link in the video and I'll write a post about it. And
Thank you.
Yeah, really appreciate you coming on.
It was fun. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.